Hello, my friends. Welcome to Wednesday Whispers. Michelle Mink here, hopefully one of your favorite mediums. And I want to gather with you every Wednesday night to bring through readings and bring some inspirational messages for you from your guides. Please say hello when you get here if you are new to Wednesday Whispers. I'd love to see your hello. Hello, Claudia. Hey, I'm so glad, Claudia, that we figured out your ticket thing for tomorrow night. Hey, Tara. Hey, Steph. Hey, Azaria. Hey, Madison. We just see Instagram. Who's here? Hi, Erin. Hi, Sage and Spirit. Hello, GK Winger. Beauty by Salome. Hello, Salome. Jackie Rainforth. Hey, how are you? Hello, Christina. Hello, Christina. Great to see you. Christina, actually, I need you to choose two of our winners from Instagram and Facebook because I've got a great, awesome event tomorrow night. If you're coming, please tell me if you're coming. I'm so excited tomorrow night. No, it's not at Inglewood. Sorry, wrong photo there. We are at Cardell Theater tomorrow night. It's like a Valentine's Day show, so you can bring your bestie, and I'm going to be doing a group mediumship reading. It's 2 tickets for $88. I think I only have like a few tickets left. I think we're almost sold out, right, Christina? Christina is my beautiful virtual assistant that I really could not live without. She is absolutely amazing. So yes, if you want to come, I'd love to see you there. There's a few tickets. Hey, Steph, you're coming? Great. And I know that Claudia is coming. Awesome. I'm so excited. I love absolutely my group readings. They're just amazing. Oh, thanks, Sage and Spirit here on Instagram. Your favorite part of every Wednesday. That's amazing. Hey, Bree. Hey, Kayla Peach. I loved our session this week. So beautiful to see you. Hello, Kayla Lynn from Texas. Hello, welcome. So if you're new here, I'm going to tell you how it works. And if you are a returnee, then you know how this goes. I want you to tell me what's in my intuitive mug tonight. What am I drinking? I hope you appreciate my background. I've been trying to upgrade. So I've been trying to judge how I'm showing up for you guys. I hope you love it. I think it looks kind of woo-woo. I'm loving it. What am I drinking tonight? I want you to use your own intuition and blend with my mug tonight. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it sour? Is it sweet? Is it creamy? Is it savory? What is in my cup here tonight? Oh, Sabrina's coming tomorrow with her sister. Amazing. I love it. Amanda, you want to see if you win? Yes. I did have a mini contest here tonight. I think Christina's going to choose our winners here really quickly. Claire is coming. Oh my gosh, I love it, you guys. That's so awesome. I'm so excited you're going to be there. Awesome. So, Claudia, you think I'm drinking tea and lemon. Brandolyn, you feel like I'm drinking tea. So I'm going to take a sip here. See if you can tune and blend your energy with this mug. What am I drinking tonight? Warm honey lemon water, says Kalina. Hey, Claudius. So good to see you. Hope you're doing so well. You feel like it's warm cider. Awesome. Alrighty, so I'm going to get into it. As I mentioned, there's a couple things kind of coming up. You can also just please be careful of scammers during the live, everybody. Please, please be careful. It's just such a sketchy thing out there. People like to comment on our posts and they might message you after offering a free reading or friend request you. So that will never be me. So just please, everybody, I will never message you. I'll never ask you for money. I'll never friend request you. So please, please be careful for scammers. And then I've got a couple other things coming up. I also am going to be doing, if you think you are a medium or you're looking to expand your mediumship abilities, I'm doing my second round this year at the end of February for Magic of Mediumship. All the details are on my website. So blah, blah, blah. Let's get into like tonight's magic. Chai tea with cream, says Kelsey. That's interesting. Bengal tea. I do love Bengal tea. Awesome. So if you'd like an inspirational card from your guides here tonight, I'm just going to pull some angel cards. And, I really just believe that even in these Wednesday Whispers, when we gather, that there's usually a cohesive message for all of us. I think people are like, oh my gosh, I can totally take all of these messages tonight. So please, even if I don't say your name, just kind of see what you can take from tonight for yourself as well. So if you'd like a card tonight, like me to tune into your energy, just say me. I love a card. So I see Azaria already Pomeranz. Azaria Pomeranz. That's such an amazing name. I tried to wear red for you guys tonight for Valentine's Day. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I know that it can kind of be complicated for those too that may have lost their love. So sending you, whoa, lights are flashing. That's wild. Spirits in the house. Lights flickering and candles flickering are always my mum. Azaria Pomeranz. What's going on with Azaria? Deep breaths. I almost feel like you're supposed to rest, Azaria. The composure card is here. I always want to show this card that my dog bit off part of that one. Which really, signifies our relationship. But I feel, Azaria, like they're making me feel like you're in a time of rest. Like I'm even seeing you like with your feet up, because I don't even know like if you hurt one of your foot or one of your feet are bothering you as well. So I just feel like, we all, it's like really, we're hunkering down here in Canada. It's very, very cold here. But I think let's take a note from Mother Nature here and really hibernate. I feel like we're not supposed to be doing a lot right now. I don't know if anybody else is feeling really exhausted lately. I'm having a nap like every day. A lot of light workers, those that are sensitive, are feeling very, very drained. So are you guys with me on that? We're in some really intense energies, and today's full moon. We're in the full moon of Leo. So there's a lot of stuff, kind of old stuff coming to the surface that wants to purge. So if things feel dramatic, if they feel intense, if you feel the call to kind of get moving, that's going to be there. But it's really about, I'm just kind of feeling rest for you, Azaria. So I hope that makes, you've been feeling exhausted today. Yeah. I feel like they're like, stop doing so much. Please do less, do less. Other people have been feeling exhausted. Yes, there's a lot going on. I really feel like we are like in the midst of such a great awakening too. Like all my light worker friends, I'm sure you guys can kind of tune into this with me, that there's just so many people that are spiritually awakening and kind of trying to question things. And so it's a lot for everybody. Oh, Foxy Fringe, you're Jackie. Oh, hey, like I saw you at the rink. When was that? Like 2 weekends ago or whatever? Jackie, so good to see you again. Jackie. And I don't know if we've ever had a personal reading, Jackie, but so good to see you. I think like our boys were like playing against each other or something and for hockey. So Jackie here on Instagram. Oh, okay. See, it's a similar message here. They're saying surrender. Isn't that the most annoying card of all time? Surrender. Yeah, I'm trying to surrender. But they're like, just trust us for divine timing. I do feel like a little bit of anxiety with you, Jackie. And like, I don't know if like you're trying new projects. Like, I kind of feel like an entrepreneurial spirit about you. And I know you make jewelry, and I know you're a hairdresser, but I don't know if like you're also adding something else lately, like if you're expanding or you're working somewhere else too. So it feels like there's an expansion time, and they're just like, just trust us that everything's going to kind of come in line. It's all going to line up exactly when it's supposed to. So they're just like, don't push anything. Don't try and control and do everything yourself. They're like, just surrender. Does that make sense for you, Jackie? Hey, Liz. Hey, Barb. Hey, Kelsey. Full moon energy, and it looks amazing, doesn't it? Barb, I feel, oh my gosh, I hope you guys can't hear my insane puppy. She's just going nuts. Barb Gibb. Barb Gibb. A card for you, Barb. Barb, have you been having some arthritis in your hands? It kind of feels like there's something about like a cycle happening with you right now. And maybe that has a lot to do with this full moon energy too, when I'm talking about kind of old stuff coming up. Like I noticed my communication style like this week was a lot like it was 10 years ago. Like just some weird triggers are kind of coming back for you, Barb. So I don't know if it's like about like friendships and things like that. There might just kind of be some ebbs and flows. It kind of feels like about relationships for me. I mean, I'm talking about relationships. They say inner child healing. So I don't know if you've noticed, Barb, that there's just like a cycle. So it's almost like something's upsetting you that you thought you were over, or you're acting in a different way than you thought you were right now is kind of coming back. So they just want you to be really aware of like the healing that you're doing right now. Just being like, okay, wait a second, hold on. I just kind of got all worked up there, and I actually don't know. I actually don't do that anymore. Or whether it's other habits or things like that, you might just feel triggered to kind of come back, and they just want to really ask you to move forward. So they're saying let's let that old stuff go and let them come into the new. So I hope that makes sense, Barb. Your hands are cold? Yeah. They're just showing me like your hands. I was going like they show me you going like this with your hands. Anybody else like a card? Oh, my dog Charlie always wants to come in for Wednesday Whispers. Aaron Marks. Aaron Marks would like a card. Aaron, are you new here? I don't know if I like recognize your name for Wednesday Whispers. Aaron Marks. I just feel travel with you. Are you planning on going on a trip here soon? They're saying signs and reminders. Wow, this card never really comes up, Erin. So, you must be having a lot of downloads lately. So I don't know if you've been having some weird dreams, noticing synchronicities of things. Hold on, I just have to mute. Oh, the whole family's coming in. Excuse me. So, Erin, they're just saying signs and reminders. So for me, this is almost like, that you're receiving a lot of downloads. So if it's seeing like synchronistic numbers on your microwave, or having wild dreams, or just noticing the same kind of bird that coming to you a couple times a week. These things are always spirit world communicating with you. So does that kind of make sense to you, Erin? They do say like you've been seeing 1111. Have you been seeing 1111? Does that make sense? Yeah, so there's like, just kind of know that there's no coincidences, that everything is communication from spirit. So really, really beautiful here for you, Erin. Barb, so you're just trying to figure out to go with your honey. Yeah, I see that picture of him there. And it might just be things from the past triggering more grief or things like that, that they're just saying like, we're just gonna have to go move through it. We're just gonna have to breathe through it. Just keep moving through it, Barb. Yes, that makes sense to you? You always think it's your mom. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not all of them are your mom. Sometimes they're your guides. Sometimes they're grandparents we forgot about. There's lots of people. We have a whole team of people. Whoa, my lights are like flickering in really weird times tonight. Do you guys notice that? Weird. It can be lots of people. So really, really beautiful there. And I love that you already know that, and I just feel like your dreams are really important right now too. So, yeah, notice that too. Let's just see here on Instagram who'd like a card. Hey, Grateful Village. Christina, your daughter Christina raved about Wednesday Whispers. Well, that's amazing. Life on an Acreage. You've also been seeing 1111 a lot. I always feel like 1111, like, these repeated numbers are usually angel numbers. And 1111 for me is always like you're on the right path. Like, don't worry, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're on the right timeline and all of these kind of things. So let me just see who said that they wanted a card. I already lost it. So Grateful Village, I feel like you did. Grateful Village. Well, already I'm just feeling so much a creative energy about you. Not sure what your name is, Grateful Village, but I just feel like, like that there's an artistic type of chapter coming here where they want you to express yourself, whether it's through dance or painting or music, or I'm just hearing a lot, even like drumming and things like that. I don't know if you're pretty woo-woo yourself, like I'm seeing drums as well. But they're just making me feel like a really creative chapter is coming. I just feel like they're making me feel like it's time to create. So I don't know if you've been thinking about that, but it just feels really strong for you. Grateful Village. They're just saying raise your vibration. Yeah. And sometimes like when we do creative things, it actually does raise our vibration. Like when we you see 222-444-555 Grateful Village. Okay, amazing. Raising your vibration, like it changes our frequency. When our frequency changes, then more abundance that we've been waiting for wants to come. And actually being creative, like singing, dancing, like sometimes before Wednesday Whispers, I do like, woo! Like I'm kind of having a dance party in here to get my vibration high in order to connect to the spirit world. So I just kind of like, you love drumming? Okay, I just feel like you're in like oh, this is you, Tanya? Tanya Belanger. Oh my gosh. How did I don't even know what you do anymore. Like, I think, has it been like 10 years, like since our wedding or something? So raising your vibration is like key right now. So if like you're getting down on yourself, things feel heavy, things feel dense, they're like you have to create. And drumming is like one of the most amazing frequencies. I also love like, and I don't know if you have ADHD, they're kind of making me feel like you do or somebody else does, but for those of us that have, and I'm talking about myself as well, that have trouble kind of like honing our thoughts, sometimes a drum can just be this sound that beats our thoughts out of us. So the drum feels super, super important for you. There is a kind of weird person there on Facebook. I mean, those stars were just a little intense. Okay, this kind of freaked me out a little bit. Anybody else here wants a card? Please say so in the comments. Kelly, you were drumming today. Drums are so I just put my drum up tonight too. That's my buffalo drum. I absolutely love drumming. It's so, so healing for us. I don't know, even if you're not woo-woo yet, well, you'd be surprised what a drum can do. Okay, well, Coralyn, this sounds really intense. Oh, your puppy looks almost like mine, like a little black dog. You could use a card. It's been an exhausting, soul-sucking couple of days. Yep, we're in that energy, Coraline. You're not alone. So it's okay. The composure card just is like sticking out. It flies out. I think we all need the composure tonight. I think that composure card's just here, Coraline. Ah, the card that comes for you is ask and receive. You know, sometimes we feel like I've got to do it on my own, you know, that it's almost like I'm in control of my life. I'll figure it out. I'll do it. And we forget that like our guides really want to assist us and really want to help us, you know. So I just feel like they're saying like, please don't forget about this. And I feel like it's a golden rule, like ask and you'll receive. Like, can you please give me a sign that I'm on the right path? Can you please give me a sign that I'm supported? Can you please give me a sign that this decision is the right one for me? And when we ask, there'll be signs, there'll be something, a thought that comes to you. A friend will mention something to you. Somebody will come in to help you. You know, I just really, really believe in that. And there is this kind of cardinal rule that they show me in the spirit world, that they can't help us or intervene until we ask them. Yeah, like they're just like, yeah, we see you struggling, but we can't do anything unless you like engage with us and try and have a relationship with us. So Coraline, I just feel like, you know, ask your guides or angels, anybody that you feel comfortable talking to kind of assist you. And I think that's a really great message for everybody. Just here on Instagram, the DL Sadler. Oh man, I just wish I DL Sadler. I'm just feeling like a time of expansion for you as well. I mean, maybe it's because we're in this Leo energy. Yeah, take charge and action. So it kind of makes me feel as though like you've been, well, they make me feel like the last 8 months there's been a project or something like that you've been building up, whether it's like launching a new company, expanding something in your business, starting a new job, there's something like that. And they're saying the action month feels like it's now. It really feels like February. So the take charge and action card is here for you, DL Sadler. I hope that makes sense for you. They're like, let's go. I feel like the timing is now. So if there's been some hesitancy, like, oh, maybe I'll start in April. They're like, let's get it done. Let's start now. Awesome, Erin. Great. Let's just see who else is here. Sorry, these comments go by so fast if I miss people. Okay, great, Barb. Who else? Hey, Allison. Nice to see you. I think one of your friends is doing my mediumship course. Thanks so much for referring me. Dot May. Hey, Dot. Dot, have we had a reading before, Dot? I feel like you feel familiar to me. Like your name feels unique, and I feel like we probably our paths have crossed. Wait, did I do a group reading at your home? Opportunity and change. Oh, and then 2 cards come up for you. You guys, don't you love this energy tonight? Okay, this is like very hopeful. Remember like 2 weeks ago, it was like, everything's hard, just keep going. But there's a lot of beautiful energy about this Leo, like about it's like time to create and time to, you know, do these things. So they're saying it's a great time for opportunity and change for you, Dot. You know, so if there is like something you're supposed to pivot for, like in your business or something like that, that feels like super amazing timing for you as well. And they're saying this is a crucial time for manifesting. And I don't know if you see ravens all the time, but I feel, okay, we did have a group reading. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. You're Dorothy. Or is your full name Dorothy? Really powerful time for manifestation. So I don't know if you've been seeing ravens. I just see all these ravens flying around the screen as I like tune into your energy here. And they're just saying like, this is the time. We need you to create. We need you to like think bigger. We need you to think of like expansion. We need you to kind of get going. So really, really beautiful time for opportunity and change. For me, that feels like, well, they're showing me February 28th. So I don't know if like something is coming up February 28th, you're planning to launch something or that kind of thing, but I'm just feeling February 28th is like a super powerful day. I'm like, is that the day she's supposed to manifest? Well, they said yes, so okay. Karen, you're in Cozumel tonight watching the full moon. Oh my gosh, send me a pic. That is amazing. Love it. Hey, Luna Lotus Bliss. Your name is Nat. You'd like a card, Luna Lotus Bliss. Luna. I mean, I just feel drawn to you because that's my dog's name, Luna. And it's the full moon, and that's the Italian name. Blessings and abundance coming your way here. Nat, for Nat only. Yeah, I feel like it's been a hard 2 years or something, they're saying. Yeah, like it kind of makes me feel like what they're saying here. The most important thing is you move forward here because they do say blessings and abundance are coming your way, which is really, really beautiful. I do feel like the last couple of years feel dense, like they feel like they've been slow to start or they felt stagnant. You're like things aren't happening fast enough, if that makes sense. And they're saying cut the cords, you know, so we have energetic cords with every single person, every single Facebook friend, every Instagram follower, every person we interact with, animals, anybody that we kind of cross our paths. And sometimes those are not helpful for us, you know, very hard the last 2 years. Yeah. So they're just making me feel like you got to tidy up your energy, you know, because you feel very intuitive to me. So you do feel very sensitive. You keep seeing that phrase all the time. Yeah, your guides are like, girl, we got to clean this up. Because usually when we get drained and our energy is down, so a lot of the time it can be because we haven't like cleaned our energy from around people. And so how we cut cords is really say something triggers you or a person you're like, God, I'm still upset about that argument. Like in my mind's eye, I always kind of cut it with scissors, you know, or I'll say something out loud, like I just send this energy back to them. You know, I send this energy back to them with love, you know, so that it's not staying with us, you know, and I tell you, I've cut a lot of cords the last 5 years. You're so sensitive. Yeah, you've retreated, and that's okay. But I feel like, you know, they make me feel like you're going to start coming out of this little hibernation. And the most important thing is like just to kind of cut old relationships, old people away. Other things that I like doing is using water to cut cords, you know, so like when you're in the shower, allow the shower to kind of wash over you and just like, you know, whatever person's triggering you, whatever, who's ever hurt you, whatever grief is in your heart, just be like, you know, I just asked for this to leave. I asked to no longer carry what is not mine, you know, and then just watch it go down the drain, you know, and that's a really beautiful way to also clear your energy. So, and that's something maybe we all need to do. Clean up our energy. Yes, because we have lots to do this year. 2025 is going to be a big year. Oh, Jackie, my neighbor loves this advice. Jackie, don't you feel like I should take my own advice? Oh, that's the way it goes. And Jackie, what do you think of my background? My beautiful friend here, Jackie, did this wallpaper. Is it not amazing? Love this wallpaper. Love it. Jackie, you're the best. Cutting cords, yeah, we all need to do it. I don't even think we notice how much we need to do it. Oh, thank you, Luna. Beautiful. Who also like a card? Um, Also, sometimes I use rocks, you know, like if I'm outside and I'm like just taking the dogs for a walk and I'll grab like a rock and I'll just kind of go, I got like a little charm here, but I like bang two rocks together just over my body. And just kind of like use frequency and sound to also kind of like shush them away. And I always like that one because it makes me a little bit angry, get some aggression out. Oh, I love this, Amy. Not one reading's been a card directly for me, but every reading for everyone else is hitting home for me. Yeah, that's what I love about these groups and group readings. They're really beautiful. Hey, Emily. So nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, Emily, I'm going to share. We're both in this advanced mediumship class with Emily Shadot Medium. She's a beautiful medium in Australia. And we are in an advanced mediumship course together. And last night she did a sketch of my mom. And so I'm going to share it on my socials because you guys won't believe it. It's so wild. I kind of feel bad in our group. My whole family came through. So Lydia Williams would like a card. Hey, Lydia. Lydia Williams. Oh, Lydia, I feel some like, you know, sadness here. You know, like they're making me feel like they want some sadness to leave. I feel like plants are important for you, Lydia. Were you thinking about getting some plants or do you have some plants that you need to water? Yeah, they want like they're just saying like earth and ground. They're making me feel like they really they need you to connect to like earth elements, you know, so sometimes even like having like real life plants like in our home can help absorb energy for us. And also just kind of bring in that element of like Mother Earth for us. So Lydia, they're making me feel yeah that like there's just something that kind of wants to be cleared here, and they're saying with plants, you have plants that need water. Yeah. It's almost like that thing. I mean, don't all plant. I mean, it's amazing my plants survive, but it's almost, I feel like what my plants teach me when I look at them and they're like crusty and the dirt is dry, I'm like, okay, if I'm not taking care of them, I'm probably not taking care of myself. You've been buying more plants. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, your hands, I feel like you might be, I don't know if you're a healer as well, but I just feel like, you know, like well, they're showing me a past life where you used to be like a witch. So you used to work with herbs. So you love like rosemary and, you know, having some of these things like on your windowsill, like that just kind of energy brings in a lot of beauty, especially in the winter months when you can't just be outside barefoot, you know. And also they're showing me a grounding mat. So I don't know if you've thought about grounding sheets or a grounding mat, but that looks really beautiful. I know, Emily, how could I show it tonight? I wish I could just show everybody right now. How could I do that? Like it's on my Instagram messages, but I don't think I can get in there when I'm live. Darn, you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for that image. It's so awesome. Hello, Amanda Dawn. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. As I've been doing some renos, there's lots of dust around. Anybody else like a card? I'll probably just do a couple more here before we get into tuning into some spirits. Somebody else would like a card here. Jenna Longshore. Hello, Jenna. Jenna Longshore. I love this picture. Is that you? It looks like you got like some sass. Like boom. That's like Leo energy. I love that. So Jenna Longshore. Actually, Jenna, like, do you do ceremonies and things like that as well? They show me like you're a leader of women, which I really love. They just show me like you sitting around a circle. Yeah, time of spiritual growth. So I'm not like, are you going through a spiritual awakening? And like they really are showing me that if you're not already, you're supposed to be leading like groups of women. And it feels like also like about embodiment, like accepting their body, loving their body. And I don't know if it's just your photo that I'm seeing, but I just really feel this empowerment that you offer other people. So even if you do that as a career right now, or even just like with your friends, you know, I feel like women are just like, they show me you're like this light and this magnet that they come to. So spiritual growth. So like, I don't know if you've thought about going to ceremonies, to circles. Just feels like they're showing me like a cacao ceremony. So I don't know if you've heard of cacao ceremonies, but it feels like you might be even like hosting those. Jenna, so are you going to be going to one, something like that? So keep that on your radar if you don't know what I'm talking about. I think a lot of us that are spiritually awakening, you know, I'm kind of like year 5, so I feel like I'm just kind of maybe, you know, like in the next grade than a lot of you that are waking up too. There's just so many things out there that might sound kind of new, but you know, this cacao ceremony feels really powerful for you. It feels really heart opening, and I do kind of feel like they're saying that this year is like a time to heal the heart, if that makes sense, Jenna. A heart opening. Yeah, they want cacao for heart opening. Beautiful. So please let me know how that resonates with you. Hey, Lori. I know you purchased like a 2025 12-month forecast for me. Hope it resonated. Lori. Lori. The composure card is coming up for like almost every single person. I'm not even telling you guys because it's like it comes up every single time. Lori. Lori, are you an artist as well? I can't remember. You know, because there's just something about art. Yeah, I'm feeling so much creative energy tonight. Remember how I was like seeing somebody else like painting and drumming and things like that? Yeah, Lori, it makes me feel as though like they want lots of color in your life. Like I just feel like you're even just like doodling with pencil crayons or paints or something like that. Just feels like really, or like buying a beautiful, vibrant piece of art. Something like that just feels really like inspiring and beautiful right now. Just they want creative energy in your life. It's almost like I want you looking at creative things. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just kind of like keeping your head down into like what your work usually is, but it's kind of like they want you to kind of like open your eyes and look at like the color of life or something like that. And beautiful cards here for you. Expect miracle cards here for you, and also healing energy. And I can't remember like if your mom is still here, Lori. I can't remember if your mom is alive. I'm sorry. I see so many people. But it's almost like making me feel like there's healing energy either coming from your mom or to your mom if she's still on the side as well. And they say expect miracles. So really a lot of abundance wants to come here. And it's almost like I feel like there's just making you feel like you're really focused lately. It's like do, 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 do. And they want you to just kind of like, what if it's like every day is like, I'm so excited for the unexpected abundance that's coming my way today. You know, they want you to kind of just lift your eyes to like the creative, to like to nature, if that makes sense. Neat. So I think it's time for me to kind of start tuning into some spirits. So some loved ones on the other side, my favorite part of the night. So I'd love for you now, as I kind of start to tune into the spirit world, I'd love for you to just kind of hold a space for your people in your heart. I love, you know, we are so bad in our Western culture for honoring our ancestors. So I'd love for you just to say their name in your heart. Even like, I'd love for you to type it out. I'd love to like say their names out loud for you, for everybody, so we can honor them. Happy full moon, Raven Blue. Joan, Shane, Kevin. What are your loved ones' names? Gerald, Auntie Carmen, Winona. Hey, Christina. Christina McCullum, good to see you again. Danny, Lauren and George, Barb, Sue, Max, Kathy, Keith. I really believe that when we call their names, that they really come close to us. Randall, John, Bill, and Lynn, Wilmer, Kathy. Vicky, Isabella, Tony, Marie, Linda and Bradley, Opa, Walter, Debbie, Art, Irene and Barbara, Ella Ray, Maria, your puppy Leah, Daniel, Lawrence, Jeremy, BJ, Francis, Natasha, Granddad Bill, who just passed this weekend, Kelsey. Send lots of hearts to Kelsey and her tender heart. Lena, your mother-in-law, Bob, your dad Kuma, your dog, Irene, Alyssa, Nick, Curtis, Nicholas, Elizabeth, Lola, so many, Lori, Kathy and Bunty, Papa Blair, Grandma and Grandpa Watts, Viola, Nikita, Toby, Loretta, Eileen. Just hold all these beautiful people in your hearts tonight. And how this works is that, Spirit communicates to me. It's almost like charades. So I'll kind of see flashes of things or hear things or feel things with my body. And then I do my best to translate that. And really that's what a medium is, my friends. We're just a translator. And so we're never 100%. So we always need your intuition to also be on board. So when I start kind of bringing through spirit, start to describe them, I really want you to be able to, think in your mind, okay, that like 2 of those things kind of sound like this person, but maybe not this thing, and that's okay if it's only like 2 or 3 of those things. Because if it's for you, then I'll feel that when I look at your name or how you confirm the comments, the spirit will kind of lead me to you. And when we're connecting, if I say a couple things that don't quite make sense, I always say hold on to them, because either tomorrow, a week later, a month later, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's what Michelle was talking about. My emails fill, all the time with like, oh my gosh, I figured out what this was. Thank you. I did see that flower. So hold on to the randomness as well. And also like piggybacking happens in Wednesday Whispers. So sometimes I'll kind of feel like one soul kind of come through really strongly, and I'll be able to identify a lot of different things about them. But there's like a few things that you're like, gosh, that sounds a lot like my grandma too, or that sounds so much like my sister, and know that they're also trying to communicate to me. So it's almost like some people get a letter and some people get a postcard. Sharon, I tried to leave a voice message for you on Facebook and it didn't work, and I just want to say I'm so sorry, my friend, and I've just been thinking of you and sending love to Julie as well, and I'll message you after this as well. I've been thinking of you. I'm so sorry. So piggybacking. So some people will get a letter, some people will get a card. Okay, so let's get into it. So I kind of start doodling here on my end, kind of like Tyler Henry, but not as cool. And hopefully I have a pen as I've reset up my office here. And kind of as I start to tune in, just kind of hold your people in your heart. So I just want to welcome the souls and guides tonight. For all those here who are gathered in this Wednesday Whispers, this community, and just show me how to love and heal them tonight and assist them in their journey. And I'm just asking for one spirit to step forward at a time to show me also how we can bring inspiration and creativity to their life as well. So thank you. And so it is. I got a real character here. So he comes forward for me and he's dancing. And sometimes when spirits dance, it's because they want to show me like how beautifully they can move on the other side, and that they struggled while they were here at the end. And I do feel like his body did start to shut down. I do feel like he had like a long illness. I don't know if he may have also had diabetes at some point. I do feel like he also had like oxygen tubes at one point. And he's kind of doing this funny dance for me, like pulling up his pants. So I feel like he was like a pants hiker, hiker upper, and just very like a jokester, you know, even like when he was very ill, like I feel like he almost turned like a yellow, or he looked so sick, but he has the sparkle in his eye. Like he wants to be there for everybody. He wanted to like, you know, be the best for everybody. And what else? And oh, he says he talks to you through music all the time. I even feel like music is super important. Like I feel like music's always playing in the background. He loved reading the newspaper, and he's always got like little jokes and things. He's got like little sayings that kind of the family still says about that. He reminds me a lot of my grandfather, actually. um, so is this resonating with anybody here so far? And he's just, I don't know if like one of his last meals with you was spaghetti. He's just showing me a story or a memory about like eating spaghetti with you. Thank you so much, Sherry. It's beautiful. Does this make sense to anybody? Can anybody resonate with any of this? Nikki, what resonates with you? Can you write in the chat what kind of sounds like him? I feel like also something might have like happened with his tooth. Like when he smiles at me, he might have had a missing tooth or something going on with his teeth at some point. Steph, you're eating spaghetti right now. And Steph, what resonates with you? Please always let me know in the chat so that it can go a little bit faster. So I'm just going to repeat him again. So he may have had trouble moving here at the end. He makes me feel like he had like an illness for like probably like about a year, that it was the worst. And he's trying to tell me something about his complexion. Like I don't know if like his eyes went yellow or his skin went yellow, but he still always saw the best of it. Like he wanted to comfort everybody when he was passing. He's just like, I got this. Everything's gonna be okay. He's like an eternal optimist. Loved like reading the newspaper. Loves music. He speaks to you through music all the time. So music that kind of comes on. Will remind you of him. And then, well, he says he does leave you coins too. So, and then he just said, oh, and the coins, and they look like quarters to me. Um, okay, so let's just see. And spaghetti. Spaghetti is really important. There's a memory or something about spaghetti. It looks cute. It looks like there's spaghetti hanging down somebody's face. So let's just see here, Sabrina. Let's just see who can. So please let me know in the comments. So Randy, what makes sense for you out of what I've said? Please let me know what resonates with you. So Nikki, you always you resonate with this too. Sabrina, you have a picture when I was a kid of him having spaghetti with me. And Sabrina, can you tell me what else sounds like him? He had ALS. Okay. Yeah, did he have trouble breathing? Because I just kind of feel like he needed extra support breathing, like, you know, through oxygen tubes and things like that as well. So Steph, please tell me what resonates with you. Because I can't say, if you say, oh man, or something like that, I can't really, let me just check Instagram here. Miss Kitty, was he an older gentleman? Okay. So Sabrina, does everything else make sense here for you? Like I do feel like it's for you, Sabrina. He did have troubles breathing. He did, so I can't keep track of the comments. So please say in the comments, spaghetti, oxygen tubes, music, spaghetti. Like please, like tell me in the chat exactly what makes sense for you. So he couldn't talk. I know because he shows me these eyes. It's almost like everything's in his eyes in his passing. Like he's trying to communicate with his eyes, like I'm okay, and you know they're watery. Like all the love is in his eyes. Sabrina, and he had ALS. And I also heard like diabetes. So Steph, you said he had diabetes. He had diabetes, couldn't walk at the end, did the crossword in the paper every day. So Kelsey, your granddad had a gold on his front tooth. He had the best stories and still had his mind, but his body was slowing down, although he could still walk. He was 96 and went downhill the last little while. He loved newspaper. He played clarinet and saxophone in a band with his whole life, and he liked my spaghetti. We say some sayings, he said, but I haven't noticed any coins yet. I've got goosebumps, Kelsey. I feel like, what was his name, Kelsey? I've got goosebumps. So Racine's also here. Everything sounds like my dad. A jokester, loved his pasta. He had pancreatic cancer. He'd have issues with his teeth, and he was 63. He had oxygen in the end to help, and his face was very pale and eyes sunken in. He loved his newspaper. Oh man, I just have goosebumps. Racine, that also just sounds so connected here. Racine, what is his name? And Kelsey, what are their names? I mean, there's no coincidence that both of these things that both of these men are here. Beautiful. Bob. So we're seeing, so is this Bob? A jokester, loved his past. He had pancreatic cancer. Yeah, Racine. And do you know what I mean about Racine, about him trying to comfort people in his passing? Bill and Bob, gosh, even the names feel similar. And Racine, oh, and the dimes. Okay. So maybe Kelsey, like, obviously, your dad is here too, your grandfather, or was it your grandfather? Sorry, hold on. There's so many comments here. Yes, your grandfather. And the music, does music make sense to you too, Racine? And you're also seeing the dimes. So Racine, yes. Always worried about everybody else. Yeah. So it's his dad. So yeah, your granddad and then your dad. So I mean, like, this gentleman looks older to me, but I also don't know how, like, he looked also at the end here, Racine. Do you know what I mean? I like how he makes me feel like his complexion changed and he looked so different. Like, he doesn't want you to remember him that way. And he also says he sent you an eagle. So I don't know if you've had an encounter with an eagle, Racine. Oh, he always changes. Okay, so Racine. Okay. Yeah, there's just too much aligned here for you, Racine. I slept beside his bed for the last 2 months of his life, and he always changes the music. So, like, when spirits communicate through music, it's always like, yeah, like it'll just, the radio station will change, or somebody will start singing it, or you're in the grocery store and it just kind of comes on. All these kind of things. So, Racine, I just feel him, yeah, like wanting to comfort you as you grieved his passing. And he says, just tell her everything's just fine and I'm back to myself. I just feel him like moving and dancing and listening to music. Okay, and somebody else is seeing eagles all the time. Nikki, I know that there was some piggybacking there for you as well. Beautiful Racine. So Bob, and then we want some other guys with similar qualities that are like, I'm here too. I can come in on that. Okay, so Racine, in the summer, you always see the same eagle at the river. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, he says, I am the eagle. So I love this letter here for Racine, and then all the postcards. It feels like there's three other souls here that are trying to get in with like spaghetti pictures and the music and all these other elements here. Beautiful. Oh, I love there's other people here, like eagles. Eagles are so powerful. I feel like when we see eagles, I really feel like it's about perspective, that it's almost like we are flying high above everything and wanting to like overlook the bigger picture. Can we look ahead? Can we not get so focused on what we're supposed to be doing, but really looking ahead? So everybody go follow Emily Shadat Medium on Instagram. She just posted the reel with my mom and the photo that she made of my mom coming through. So please check that out. Give her a follow too. She's an amazing medium. If you're on my wait list and you want somebody quick, or get on another wait list with Emily, she's just amazing. Piggybacking and learning how to be over there. Absolutely. I feel like they've shown me in the spirit world is that we never stop learning. That even when we go over there, our relationship's still evolving with everybody. And, there's so much for us to do. There's, the Akashic records. We can go visit the stories of our soul. We can go rest. We can go reunite with people. I always love the book, The Journey of Souls by Michael Newton is one of the most amazing books I've read that kind of really puts in words things that I've seen as well. So okay, let's see if there's another soul here. Oh, there's another spirit. I don't know if Amanda Parisi is watching still on Instagram. I always feel your mom, Amanda. I just asked her to step aside because I feel like she comes through almost every week. Oh, so Racine, you've been very emotional about him lately. It's so good to hear from him. Thank you for your messages. He says, can you just tell her I'm okay? I feel like, I don't know if you've been worried or like, what is he doing over there? He says, and his dad has passed. He's there with his dad. And I don't know if like one of them fished. But he says, I tell her I'm just fine over here. I tell her I love her. And yeah, the dimes are me. Oh, I really like your dad. He's beautiful. I even love how he died. It's like he's so beautiful, even as he passed. It's like he taught people to die, Racine. Beautiful. Barb, your honey sends you songs all the time. Absolutely. Okay, so let's just speaking of which, my mom told Emily last night, you have to keep singing, which is so annoying. She says that every time she comes through a medium. Michelle, you have to keep singing. Start singing again. Okay, let me just feel this woman's energy here. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. Okay. I've got a really opinionated lady here. She's just really funny. I feel like she must have lived quite old because she makes me feel as though she started to have like what is it? What am my words? Osteo in her back where it's like all like the spine starts to curve because she tells me it was so annoying. She hated that she couldn't stand up really straight. And I feel like she's very particular about her clothes. Like I feel like she always wants her hair done. Like I feel like she's either curling it with the same curling iron that she had like since 1960. She's very like even like when she's in her retirement home and that kind of thing, she always pulled herself together. But there's some type of funny story or something, and I couldn't remember the name of it, but they're like pantyhose. Like, does anybody even wear pantyhose anymore? But she's telling me about like there's a story about her pantyhose like slipping down. I don't know if like they would bunch or they would slip down from the knee or something like that. I don't know if people would tease her about it or just really irritated about it. Like she's always kind of trying to pull them up or something. Or she's like, you have to wear you always have to wear pantyhose, she tells me. Like she's telling this daughter or this granddaughter, like, make sure you cover your legs are gonna get too cold. And she hated the food that where she was, the home that she was, so like the care place. um she just said she hated the roast beef. She said the roast beef was always cold. And I feel like she loved flowers because she's saying like, I want you to go buy yourself flowers. I feel like when she was healthy, I feel like she loved the garden. I feel like she may even have like grown lilies and things like that. And so that's kind of a symbol. I do feel like you have a ring of hers as well, and maybe a pearl necklace because she shows me as she walks, the pearls kind of hang. Osteoporosis. I know. Why couldn't I not remember that name? I feel like my brain is so fried these days. So does this sound like anybody? Oh, Kelsey, your granddad loved fish. Excuse me. Beautiful. So maybe that's still your grandpa coming through. Okay, Ellie McLean, your grandma always wore pantyhose and hated the food at the nursing home. Do you have a ring of hers? Also, Asunta here says also sounds exactly like your grandmother Isabella. She had very, very bad arthritis. Always had her hair and nails done. Always wore dresses and pantyhose. So who has a ring? It almost looks like it's like a stone or something. It doesn't look like a diamond ring or a band to me. The ring is feels very particular. It almost makes me feel like it's a blue stone or a blue or a purple stone. So Erin says on Instagram, my grandma had arthritis towards the end and lost all mobility. Yes, very frustrating. She was very particular about style and clothes. I have her ring. She hated the food in her care home, and she's such a foodie. Colleen said my grandma Oma had a hunch when she walked. Maybe just like nursing food. I mean, maybe it is all disgusting. She went to live with her daughter towards the end. No, that doesn't sound like this woman, Kalina. Sorry. Um, let's just see what's going on here in Instagram land. LA McLean. So sorry, she always wore pantyhose. Hated the food. Always bought her flower. You always brought her flowers for Christmas and B-days? Do you have this ring, Laura? LA? Oh, garnet. A garnet stone ring. Okay, yes. And she was an amazing cook. Okay, because yeah, she's showing me roast beef. Like, was her roast beef amazing? Like, I'm seeing like roast beef and gravy, and the gravy looks like so beautiful. It looks gorgeous. And sorry, somebody else is saying Katie is here also identifying with some things. Katie, can you also describe the other elements here, Katie? An infinity ring. This really looks like a stone to me, Katie, but I love that you're getting a postcard there. Heather's also resonating very judgmental on the food. You have a pearl necklace and bracelet with charms. She had a bad arthritis too and hunched over. Yeah, this lady here, she made me feel like she was sharp till the end. Like her body started to go and she's so angry that she's in this body. Like LA, does that make sense? You have the ring and everything she made was amazing. I feel like she's hosting me like a Sunday dinner. I feel like, and then it was just like she hated it at the nursing home. And the flowers is like she wants you to buy yourself flowers, Elaine McLean. Does that make sense? I really feel like this is your grandma. What was her name? I love it. Yeah, it looked dark. It looked like a purple or a garnet. Yeah, it looked like a darker stone. It did not look like a diamond. Her mind was so sharp till the end, right? Yeah, she says I was quick as a whip right till the end. And I was so disappointed this body of mine just couldn't hold together longer. She's so spicy. And I just feel like she taught you like how to be a woman. I just feel like, the strength that's within her, she says you have the same. Helen, yes, I got goosebumps. Helen. Yes. So Helen is here and she's just like, stay strong. Remember where you've come from. And use your voice because I feel like she expressed things. Do you know what I mean? Like if she didn't like something, she'd talk about it. And she's making me feel like too, like to make sure you're also using your voice right now, LA McLean. So I'm not sure if like, like there's something that you're not kind of sharing or expressing or speaking up about, but she's kind of encouraging that in you. So really beautiful here to meet Helen. Spicy Helen. And then I see some people on Instagram also resonating here, like with some postcards. Spicy grandmas, they're the best. You lived beside her when you were little? Beautiful. Yeah, and I don't know if like you have like a yellow lily or yellow tulips. I feel like this she sends you yellow. It looks like an open tulip or a lily. Will be a sign from her as well. Beautiful, Helen. Yeah, she says like, you gotta like toughen up and speak your truth. I love it. Well, my friends, I'm going to kind of close Wednesday Whispers because I got to get ready for my big event tomorrow night. Again, I think there's only a few tickets left. tomorrow night at Cardell Theatre in Calgary. Where's my Calgary people? Bring your bestie. 2 tickets for $88. And I've got my friend Figs and Honey is doing like the most amazing little charcuterie cups with like treats and everything in them. It's going to be amazing. And then of course, other ways that you can always connect. I have a free Facebook group called the Wolf Pack where you can kind of get invited to my events, clearing houses, meeting spirit guides. If you feel called to develop your mediumship skills, I have a 5-week course that's coming up at the end of February. That's just fantastic. Everybody that takes it is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm connecting to people who passed. As you know, I've got my intuitive mug here. What am I drinking tonight? I know some of you had said tea. Some of you had said, what else am I drinking? What did other people say? Bengal tea, honey and lemon. What am I drinking tonight? Well, you know what I'm drinking tonight? Nobody guessed it. Anybody do one more guess? Can't wait to see you in Kelowna. Yes, I'm going to be kind of releasing the dates of my tour soon. Chocolate milk. I took my son's chocolate milk today from the fridge. Nobody. Oh my gosh, Jenna. You did. You just got it. Chocolate milk. Look at you, you intuitive. I love it. Creamy and cinnamon. Yeah, a couple people felt the cream. That was awesome. So my beautiful friends, thank you for joining me every Wednesday. I love connecting with you, of those that I've done readings with, group readings, and who've come to my retreats. I do have another summer retreat coming up in August, and would love for you to kind of stay tuned for that as well. But have a beautiful week, and if anything, I always hope these Wednesday Whispers inspire you to be curious about your spirit, about your soul, and for you to remember that you're not alone, that you are divinely guided by your spirit team, and that your loved ones are only just a thought away. So many blessings to you, my friends. Mwah. Have a great week.